Are we going to get DMCA'd for that music?
No. It's part of StreamYards.
Are they going to kick our backs in for that music? Like, excuse me, who gave you permission to use that?
I used it the other day. It was fun.
Everyone, good morning, good evening, season's greetings. Happy Big Saturday. Welcome to yet another episode of the Nation of Conversation, the NOC show. Join with me, my co-hosts are the fellow Supreme Hater, founder of Shambolicism. That way, Mike Hollow. Do you want to say hi?
Not yet. I've got some stuff cooking on my head.
Okay. And my other co-host to the side of me, right above there, Jay Miller, co-host. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you too, guys. How you doing?
Right. We've got a busy Saturday ahead of us. We don't need this to be a long stream. We will go straight to the point. Tonight is Saturday night's main event. And I'm going to reel off to you the card that's supposed to be occurring today. Could be some changes at the very, very last second. You never know. What I want to get from you, gentlemen, is your prediction in one or two sentences why you feel that person is going to win or why you think they should win. To kick off pace, I will let you know. I will go first. First match, Michin versus Chelsea Green. This is the tournament final for the inaugural WWE Women's United States Championship. Me personally, because of social media, and this person keeps popping up on my timeline because I've clicked on one or two things, Michin. I feel like she's been around for a little while now. She's been in the mid card. She's been with AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, etc. I think it might be her time. Chelsea Green has had a little bit of limelight in the main events, in the PLEs and whatnot. Michin has been nowhere to be seen, so this might be now WWE building her up to that status of women's contender or, you know, more in the spotlight. Jay, who do you think for that match?
I think this is one of the hardest one of the entire night, to be honest. It could go either way. I am going to say Michin. I am fine with whoever wins, honestly, because they both need some form of spotlight, and this is like a perfect platform for them. That's it for me, yeah.
I'm going to go Chelsea Green. Reason being is that, I think she's really good on the mic. She's funny. Every time I see her doing stuff, even when they're like filming her away from matches, she's very engaging. And I watched Chelsea Green before she came to WWE, and she's actually a fantastic wrestler. Like, they've limited her moveset so much for whatever reason, I will never know, but she actually has done some crazy shit in the ring. So I would like them to put the title on her and then let her start to utilize a lot of her abilities. I find her more charismatic. Not that there's anything wrong with Michin at all. I just think between the two, as the first champion, I think Chelsea Green will probably elevate the title a bit more.
Okay, right. Next match, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. My prediction... the facial expression already...
Take that damn title off Liv, man. I'm tired of her.
I think is going to be Io Sky's time again. I'm okay with this. Liv's had the title for a little while. I'm not mad at that. And we've seen a little bit of build up between Io and Rhea Ripley as a potential rematch or first time facing off down the line. That's my prediction. Jay, what do you think?
I'd rather Io win. Liv takes it.
Why?
I don't think they're willing to take it off Liv at the end of the night. Simple as. I think she loses it eventually, but I don't think she loses it tonight.
So you think, yeah, you're definitely sure Liv. Oh, I've got one more thing to ask you after this. Liv, you're going with Liv. Okay, and Supreme Hater, founder of Shambolicism, what are you saying?
Let me just say that I do like Liv Morgan. I think she's a really good wrestler. She's good on the mic. I've enjoyed her, but this feud that she's in with Rhea is dragged so hard, and the crowd clearly like Io, and there's something there with Io and Rhea. So Triple H, being the person that does listen to the crowd and they do pivot, like we saw with The Rock and Roman and Cody and all that, I think you should look at the situation and pivot. So I'm hoping that Triple H is like, right, I think we're going to pull the trigger and we're going to pivot the story slightly because the current story is crap. So I'm going to go Io.
Okay, Io is marked down. I'm writing these down so when we come and review this again, we can hold ourselves accountable for our predictions.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Third
that.
one, Gunther, champion, versus Finn Balor versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. My gut right now says Gunther's keeping it. Obviously, right now, there's not a lot of people in Raw that can go toe-to-toe in terms of a contender. Finn's there, but I can't see him taking it off Gunther. There could be some nefarious means, Judgment Day gets involved, etc. My gut says Gunther right now. Jay, what are you thinking?
I'm also saying Gunther. I don't think that he is going to lose a title here. Simple as that. Not here.
Okay, Supreme Hater.
Yeah,
I can't believe I have to call you my Supreme Hater. We got to fix this one day.
We
got to go together and talk about this, man.
I don't see Gunther losing. I also wouldn't want him to lose. I like Damian Priest as a character. I like Finn Balor as well. I'm just not really sold on where he is right now. So yeah, I think it stays on Gunther.
Okay. Fourth match. I mean, I think we're all going to go for the same prediction here. It is Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre singles match. Come on. Yeah? That's it. I'm predicting Drew McIntyre, but in order for the story to progress, it has to be Drew. In order for things to really blow up with the bloodline, it has to be Drew.
True. Let's keep it moving on this one. Come on.
I do think there's a chance that Drew could lose, though. I think that they're doing a good job with winding him up and making him more and more angry.
If they want to go down that route where he doesn't care about the match result, fair enough. He just wants to get disqualified to cause maximum pain. Okay, that angle we could go with. That I can see. But in terms of the win, if he doesn't care about it, then Drew all over. But if they want to wind him up and just he wants to go on a hate, like he wants to go on his hate January month, sure. I could see that happening technically.
Yeah. What I predict happening is there might be some minor bloodline interference, maybe with Jay coming out for Sami or whatever. I think Drew's going to get so angry that he's going to get himself disqualified, and he's going to beat Sami. He's going to beat Sami off TV, I reckon, to incite a fight with Jey Uso, because even though Jay's involved with the whole bloodline story, there's it's like loosely attached to other stories. The bloodline's like the center of everything that's happening right now. So I think that's what's going to happen. I think Sami's going to win via disqualification. So it protects Drew. He doesn't get pinned. It protects Sami, gets written off TV, and you pivot it towards Jey Uso.
Right. I'm glad you said that, because SmackDown just happened and we're not covering SmackDown right now. But at the beginning of it, Jimmy was attacked by Drew. So I was going to say, that match, Jimmy could get his own lick back with that. Like, so you're jumping me too. And you think, with your big event, what's going to happen? I'm just going to let that go by. Yeah. But at the same time, that could give Jay even more incentive to get involved. You attacking my boy, the honorary Uso, and you attacking my twin brother. You think I'm going to go for this unanswered? So, okay, we're all predicting Drew for this one. But like Mike says, there could be a disqualification, etc.
I'm predicting Sami wins via disqualification.
Okay, Sami via DQ. Right. We are now 8 minutes and 30 seconds in. One more match to talk about. Cody Rhodes, the champion, versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Championship. My gut, and I never thought I'd be saying this, it feels like it's Kevin. It feels like it's Kevin coming up.
The time is right.
Jay.
Cody for now. I think I hear it and I see it to a degree. I just don't think they pull the trigger here. Again, like, I would be shocked if they do it, and I wouldn't be upset if they did. I just don't think they will pull trigger tonight.
Okay. Supreme Hater.
I think this is a perfect opportunity to throw a spanner in the works. You've got Randy out injured right now from the power driver, and you've got Kevin with his justifiable reasons, and you've got Cody getting more and more angry with people's reactions to him, and he does look like a hypocrite. I think this is a perfect opportunity to put it on Kevin and start to push that Homelander gimmick a little bit of Cody.
Right. And I've got one last question for you that I thought of at the very last second, right? Stay with me here. 9:50. Is there going to be Tiffy time cashing in?
No, I don't see it. Nia's not wrestling, is she?
Nia's not wrestling, but Liv Morgan versus Io Sky.
I don't see it.
It's not the craziest thought. I wouldn't rule it out. I'm saying no, but it's not a crazy thought.
And we know there's a shakeup very, very soon. There's going to be a whole roster. Here you go, here you come here, etc., etc. I wouldn't be surprised by that.
The only thing now, though, is simply put, she's waited so long at this point that doing it anything other than Mania now doesn't really make sense to me. She's waited so long. Why pull it now? I mean,
I'm going to be the controversial one and say yes, because you're right. The best time to do it would be a WrestleMania, where the most eyes on the product, etc. But it is Money in the Bank. They've sometimes done it at unusual circumstances. Sometimes on a Raw. I think it's been on a Raw before.
Yeah,
sometimes on a lesser PLE. Sometimes on. They do want eyes on this event. It's not supposed to replace a PLE event, but they still want eyes on it. And I feel like tonight is okay. We're going to crown a new champion, the women's what's it called, United States champion. I feel like there needs to be an upset somewhere, a changing of hands. Where is that going to happen? Is it Gunther's match? Is it going to be Cody Rhodes' match? There has to be something to give it extra meat on the bone for the event.
So, do you think it's possible that she cashes in on one of the new championships?
It doesn't feel right in my gut, because it's like, here's your free ticket to the top of the top. Why would you use it here?
And she was in that tournament and got relatively far. It almost defeats the point of it. It could happen for the sake of a swerve, I guess, but it would feel so wasted,
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. If she did that, I think it's stupid.
Yeah, I hope they don't go that direction, because that would actually kind of annoy me, to be honest.
Right, we have our predictions, gentlemen. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to turn up on the WWE Network. So I'm also going to try and check it tomorrow morning as soon as I wake up and see, is it on there? Great, I'm going to sit down and watch it. If it isn't, I'm going to browse X and find out the results. Again, for those of you lurking in the background, be careful. Once that event comes out, the spoilers will be all over the place. Look after yourself with that. Are you two staying up to watch it or anything, or are you going to try and catch it tomorrow? What are you going to do?
I'm not sure.
I'll probably stay up. I mean, I've got somewhere to be, so I might be like an hour behind, but I'll probably watch it tonight.
Fine. So with that being said, we've got our predictions. Let's
reconvene very soon. I got one more prediction.
Go for it.
I think there's a possibility that we might see The Rock tonight.
Oh, okay. Let me add that. So, all right. Why do you feel this way?
I don't think because it's not. There's a lot of good matches, but it's not a long show. It's kind of a glorified Monday Night Raw, right? Or it's a glorified PLE, but kind of like Monday Night Raw. I think going into the fact that the OG Bloodline are going to move over to Raw, that's the report that's been coming out. I think that they're going to have to give a reason for that, because they're also going to have to start to build towards the Ula Falo match with Roman and Solo. I think they might start dropping stuff in this event. I think there might be bloodline interferences all over the place. And I think if Roman does come out, I think The Rock is going to follow him.
Just for backstory, for those of you who don't know, it has been announced on the first Raw for Netflix is Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns for the Ula Fale. Ula Fale? Is that how you pronounce it? Ula Fala. My apologies, Bloodline. I don't want no smoke. I saw what you did to LA Knight. All right, listen, I'm going to correct myself. I'm going to sit down and learn the history.
Did you hear what he called it yesterday?
Yeah, they're like, Booba Baby. He said something crazy. I'm like, oh, they're going to jump. They're going to beat the dog shit out of him, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they're going to use Saturday night's main event, because we've only got 15 days in the year left. I think they're going to use that as a build towards this match. I think that they might not bring out Rock, because I can imagine Solo losing on Netflix, and then The Rock comes out and he's actually the tribal chief and it wasn't Solo all along. So it could go either way, but I think since Saturday night's main event has not been around for ages, they probably want to give it a bit of a pop. I can see The Rock coming up.
Okay, you've got a yes, The Rock popping up. I wasn't even really thinking of that. I right now can't see that happening at SNME, because none of the matches have the Bloodline affiliated. But again, it would give it that extra, oh my God, The Rock is here. Like we had that before.
They did have him randomly pop up on, what was it, Survivor Series? But although he did nothing really, but other than hold up 3, but
that was Bad Blood, Atlanta.
Was it Bad Blood? Oh, yeah, okay, my bad. But yeah, they had him do that.
Was right after the Bloodline match, basically. To say, how could you, not Bloodline match, but how could you team up with this? And we're like, oh, what does this mean?
Yeah.
Cody and Roman Reigns teaming up versus Solo and Jacob, I think it was, or something like that.
Yeah, the Bloodline story is driving everything right now. Everything is loosely connected to the Bloodline. Everyone's reasons sort of either lead to Roman or Solo. So I think that the Bloodline can be placed anywhere just because the reason for everybody else feuding is because of them, whether it's the OG one or the new one.
Okay. Right. With that being said, do you gentlemen have anything else you need to get off your chest? Anything you need to talk about? Anything you need to quickly reference or predict before we go our separate ways and reconvene another time?
Not for this particular show.
Okay.
Do want to say that I hope that they continue doing what they're doing with Drew, because what we saw in the Busted Open podcast, I was watching and I was like, I can't actually tell if this is real or not. I imagine some of it is actually what he feels, but he's probably asked Triple H permission to go out there and stir the pot a little bit, because I'm sure you've all seen it. Like, he gets proper emotional about his mom's passing and missing family time, and then he throws the mic and says, I don't give a fuck what any of you think. And then even like Mark Henry and Bully Ray's reaction, I was like, I couldn't tell if it was real or not. I was genuinely sitting there, I can't figure out. So I think it's pretty good that they're doing that.
The thing about Drew, when we think about the things he's done this year, even with the picture with Jack Perry, is it? And he had to take that down. He's the type where he's actually said, like, I'm listen, I'm looking to push the envelope. If I get fired, then whatever. But he's willing to do certain things that most people aren't really trying to rock the boat too hard. So, as you said, yeah, there is a part of it where it's like, I don't know if he really asked for permission. He may have just done that off his own back and said, listen, I'll pay. If there's any consequences, I'll deal with it at a later date. But
in return, it kind of blurs the lines of reality, and it really gets you more invested.
He's doing it well, man.
We start talking about it, and we're like, is it real? Is it fake? Tap into what's really going on with your life and use it constructively, and you get an even better product, respectfully, because obviously we don't wish that upon people, but at the same time, it gives you more material. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if Drew and CM Punk on the side were like, hey, how did you get to where you got to? I kept pushing the envelope until they told me to stop, until they kicked me out of the house. I'm like, okay, let me try this. Jack Perry, let's do this. But we'll see.
It'll be interesting in 20 years when they sit Drew down if he continues this, because then we'll know he actually hated everyone. But if he starts laughing and going, oh, you know, it was all a work, I'll be like, you bastard.
I can see him be like, that was all a work, but we'll see. I'm interested. Either way, still my guy of the year, man. He's incredible.
Right. Okay, gentlemen, have a great Saturday. We'll reconvene really, really soon, hopefully. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday for the Raw recap, and probably a greater breakdown of SmackDown's recap and SNME's recap. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Have a great Saturday, everybody. Peace.
Everyone lurking in the background, watching on replay, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Again, look after yourselves. Have a great weekend. We'll see you when we see you, and stay in good health until the next time we do get to see you. Take care.